G'day, it's Mark here again, and today I'm with Fletch, and we are looking at his very, very nice 1969 Valiant. And I guess to tell us more, he's the man himself.
Yeah, 69 VF Valiant here. We never had Dodge Darts here in Australia. We had a 69 VF, and then 1970 was a VG, a Valiant two-door car. And they were based off the Detroit Dodge. But just every Chrysler here in this country was called a Valiant. But Valiant essentially in the beginning was made by Plymouth. So when you see a Valiant badge on this shaped car here in Australia, it's not that accurate, but we were a very small two-door market back in 69 and 70. And I looked at the car and thought, you know what, I'd love to be able to replicate what a 69 Dodge would have been like had you bought one back in the day. And I studied it and I thought, well, okay, we've got some front end changes with front sheet metal changes, and I went ahead and measured that out, fitted the guards, the hood. It's a VE skin with Dodge Dart GTS humps above, die cast, badging in there, strips, displaying the engine cubic capacity, and just did the best I can. It's still got, it's registered as a VF Valiant here in Australia. It's still got Australian design instrument cluster. It's still right-hand drive, but it's the closest thing to that I could come up with for a Dodge Dart. There are a few versions as well. This is the GTS, which is the GT Sport. Around about 6,000 of those were built back in 69 in Detroit. So,
And what motor's in this car, Fletch?
it's a Virgin Block 340 out to 416, so
Right.
I put a 4-inch crank in there.
Yeah.
A 340 goes out to 416 quite nicely. Roller cam, alloy heads. Not a very big cam because obviously being a roller, it's reliable, turnkey start drive. This car has been fantastic ever since I put it on the road in 2007. It's just a great car.
Yeah, and it's got 4 disc brakes, you're telling me?
Yeah, it's got disc brakes on a Borg-Warner diff in rear. The calipers are off an R31 Skyline.
Cool.
So, look, the braking system is a dual diaphragm off a Commodore. It's got late model braking. It'll put you through the windscreen like any late model car. Yeah, it's nice to go, but you've got to stop.
Yeah, for sure.
But, you know, in its entirety, it's a great package, very torquey. But I just love the colour, the black vinyl roof. And I guess my own persona went into the car as to how I wanted it to look.
Yeah, personalised.
And the black steel wheels, anyone that knows me knows I love my steelies. It gives that a tough look, a
bit of a police look.
A street type racer look back in the day. This is the era of super stock. And the street versions of super stock cars in a way. So look, it's a powerful car. It goes pretty well, around high 12s down the quarter.
Wow. It's 433 horsepower according to that.
433, which works out at 331 kilowatts for the digitally educated.
Right, so, which is a lot of power for a light car.
It is, yeah.
Would you be able to show us the engine? Is that possible? Yeah, wow, that looks cool. So clean under there.
Yeah, I like things neat. So look, it's all standard wiring. Now this car was taken back to a bare shell. Full ground-up restoration by myself back in 2007.
Right.
So when I say a shell, it was a shell. Interesting too. A lot of people don't know this. It's probably no big deal really, but under every bonnet of a 68 VE Valiant, you had these square cutouts.
Right.
And they just look like production squares, like just production holes. But in fact, the frame is an American frame, and it's for when the hump goes on, it's for the speed nuts to hold the strip on. So that's where the nuts go up underneath.
Okay.
So
fantastic.
That's just something that I hope you get through the day better for knowing that.
Well, I will now, and I was going to do a bit of a walk around, and then why don't we go for a bit of a spin, Fletch? All right. So, yeah, it's a really nice example, and it rides well. It's got Commodore SS seats in it, so it's actually very comfortable. You can see there the wheels Fletch was mentioning before, like the steel wheels. It's got Mr. Norm sticker on the side, and the badging, the Dart badging, the Dodge Dart. And then you've got the GTS badging on the front there,
American grill.
which looks good, plus the American grill. So let's go for a bit of a spin, Fletch. Also the gas tank or the fuel filler on the top there, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, got that idea off the charger.
Yeah, that's right. Door trims, again, you can see the GT Sport door trims. And as you can tell, it sounds good too. Very comfortable car. Very beautifully presented. Black and white steering wheel.
Yeah, this is actually the wheel is off an earlier Valiant, a VC.
Right.
But I just thought
Suited it.
rather than just leave the VF column in it, the Australian design column.
Yes.
The VC column was Australian design as well, but it was more American themed.
Right.
And I just think because of the bling, bit of chrome.
Yeah, suited it better.
I mean, to have
Bit of jewellery.
a classic car, there's something about a horn ring,
Yep. Yeah, it's cool.
you know, and it's even got the American horn
It sounds
sound.
good, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's special stuff like that.
You've got to have a good horn, Fletch. I've always said that.
Absolutely, they got to be able to hear it before you run over them. You know what
That's
I mean?
right.
Yeah. But look, it just does everything right. Radio delete. It's got a heater box. It's got a heater, but the heater is there. But look, you know, it's a basic car, and this is
Yeah.
what these things were. They were designed just for performance, to go from stoplight to stoplight.
Absolutely. Well, it's a fantastic car, and the performance is beautiful. It sounds terrific. So we're just heading out of our location here in regional New South Wales, and you can hear that the Mopar V8. There's nothing quite like a V8, as they used to say in the Holden advertising. Well, thanks very much, Fletch.
My pleasure, Mark. Thanks for joining us for a bit of a cruise.
No worries. So
Cheers.
thanks everyone else, and please like, comment and subscribe. See you next time.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.